What advice can you give to people who want to do what you're doing?
It takes longer than you think it does. Don't give up on it. Don't stop because it doesn't look good yet. If you're making something and it's not perfect, it means you're not done with it yet. It doesn't mean you can't do it. It just means you got to put more time into it. And that might even mean starting over from scratch. When I recorded this song called Superman Socks, I recorded it 4 times from scratch. Like, got to where it was done, but it just didn't feel good to me. And I knew it was an important song, so I went back and I started again. It took me 6 days, but it ended up being worth it. So I think that would be the biggest thing I would say, is just give it time and stick to it. And set out a reasonable goal for yourself. Don't be like, I'm going to make a video every day for a year. Make one video. Make it really good, and make another one.
But did you learn how to play all these instruments and music through a teacher or anyone?
I sat down and I figured out how to play them. And I'm not really that good at any given instrument. Like, I'm okay, I'm competent on the guitar and the piano, but that's just because I sat there for hours and just hammered it out and had fun, you know? And I wasn't worried about whether it was good or bad, because I knew I loved doing it. And that's something I try and instill into my viewers, is that, like, write a bad song. Write it on purpose. Write a bad song on purpose, and that way, when you write a bad song, you will have successfully done the task. But get that song out of the way so you can write your second song. And that one's going to be better, no matter whether you want it to or not. And then you write your third song, you write your fourth song. Just let it out, and then worry about it. Don't judge it before it comes out of you.
What about scheduling?
If you're going to get up to doing something regularly, do it regularly. I do something every Monday. Your audience is counting on you. If you say you're going to be there, you got to be there. Otherwise, don't say you're going to be there. So even if it's a small audience, even if it's 100 people to start, if you're going to make a promise to them, keep it. Otherwise, probably don't make promises to them. Just be until you get to a place where you can. But if you're going to be there on next Tuesday, be there on next Tuesday. But if you're not there on next Tuesday, don't apologize for it. Just keep going.
So have you missed
of course.
days? And what do you do?
I just try to make up for it in other ways. It's not like they're going to write you off. But think of it like a friend, okay? Friend says he's going to call you on Friday. If he doesn't call you on Friday, you might be a little miffed. But if he doesn't call you on Friday twice in a row when he says he's going to, you might be like, nah, I'm not really your friend anymore. And imagine that friend is somebody who lives halfway across the world and just watches your videos. Like, that small relationship you were building is gone because you stepped on it.
Like, what are the hours?
A lot. I'd say on Sundays to make a Monday video probably is about 16 hours of work on Sunday, which is a really long day.
So your weekends are just shot?
They're not shot. I love what I'm doing. Like, people, like, I've gotten rid of so many other activities that really just distract you from what you're doing in life. Like, I love what I'm doing. This is fun for me. Going out and, like, wasting a lot of money and time at a bar with some friends, it's great. But it's not really great. It's just a distraction from what else you're doing. I love what I'm doing, and I love working hard at it.
What types of equipment do you use?
Well, I use a lot of different kinds of equipment for different things. For all my music, I use Shure microphones, and I've been using Shure microphones for my whole music career. And then Shure microphones found out that I talk about them so much, and they sent me some microphones. So I've always loved Shure microphones. Now I love them even more.
Now you really do.
They're great. That's the only microphone I've ever used. So I use Shure mics for all recording of audio. I use Pro Tools to make songs. My videos, believe it or not, I have my little camera. It's a tiny,
small.
I know. It's a tiny little Sony HD HDR CX150. I've been using this my whole YouTube career. It's a tiny little thing. It's not that expensive, but it works for what I do. And I edit on a MacBook, and I use both iMovie and Final Cut. And people, man, they love to make fun of iMovie. Love to. You know who uses iMovie? Mr. Shakar. And he's...
And Michelle Phan.
Yes, moderately successful YouTubers have been known to use iMovie, and so it works. It's good for some things. For Final Cut is what I do any kind of green screen stuff. That's what we do the epic rap battles on. So I think that's it. And then I use a Martin guitar. And then I use for all my short little songs, which I do on Nice Peter too. I use this guitar that I found for $10 at a thrift store. So I don't need anything too expensive. I'm gonna start getting maybe some nicer equipment to do some kinds of music videos on. In the meantime, I like to keep it kind of me.
It's all about the content.
It's all about the content. It's all about the attitude behind it too. It's like, you can make a great take with a crappy microphone. If it feels good, if you and me are feeling good, it's gonna end up sounding good. But if you record a terrible take on a great microphone, it's gonna feel like a terrible take.
It's about the heart and soul behind it.
Heart and soul.
Where did you learn how to edit?
Watching people. Everything I do pretty much is from watching other people who are better than me and asking questions and watching videos. I used to watch Mr. Guitar Man's videos and just like frame by frame, like, what did he just do? And I just tried to figure out how to do some of it. And I watched Kasim's edits of California On, the way he, you know, the way he'll be talking to you and he's just, you know, it's a very, everybody has a lot of techniques and a lot of skills that they bring, and you just got to learn from what you can. I'd say keep your goals small so you can actually accomplish them so you feel good. And write them down. Lists.
You're a writer. You write down
only since I started getting lucky enough to surround myself with some nice people who taught me how to do that.
Like, you must do this.
Well, I used to be very disorganized. Yeah. And I would constantly wonder why I'm never getting anything done, why I never feel like I'm getting anything done. Then somebody told me, you know, why don't you just write a little list, and every time you do something, even if it's small, like brushing your teeth, you're like, oh, I did one of the things I meant to do today. Take a shower. Check. You know, write list. Check. And then you're like, all right, I'm on a roll, dog. I'm going to write some, you know, make a YouTube video. Kablam! Post that YouTube video. Boom! Work on the next one. And then that's how you get going, I think. You reward yourself.